Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your boy Bush. We back with another special. And happy birthday to me. It ain't my birthday yet, but it's my birthday week. But check it
It's
out.
on its way. It's on its way.
We got the one and only, the man, the myth, Mall Modgie, Mall Magulus. You know what I mean?
What's perking? What's perking?
The
Bigger
Modgie,
stills.
the most Magulus, Modgiest nigga. Nah, it's my homie Mall Modgie out of Dago, San Diego, California. My homie EST.
Yes, sir. 6-1 Nina.
And you see something in the corner. We're gonna get to the topics in a minute, but up in the corner, that's that record. That's that shit y'all need to get in tune with. It's on iTunes, it's on everything else. By Co by Direct Message. By Co Volume 1 and 2. Go check that shit out. Shout out to my boy James Hudson, as always. Salute. You feel me? And yeah, go check out that By Co 1 and 2. This motherfucker got some slappers on it. Shout out to DVS1. Mall Modgie, you out there in that Dago area? These topics, how's it going out there? How you feeling, my boy? What's been up?
Oh man, man, I'm just perking and doing bigger deals. You know what I'm saying? Still perking with my nigga D. You know what I'm saying? Margin out. That's what we do. We in the sunny San Diego. Motherfucker been cold as fuck though lately. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga felt like the East Coast out this bitch for a hot second. You know what
Man,
I'm saying? Snowing and shit. Hey, it was snowing
no,
and shit, bro. Come on, man. It was snowing.
we ain't even getting no
in,
snow
in
out here.
Cali, bro. In Cali, bro.
That's crazy.
And, and
How,
yeah,
how the homie
yeah.
one doing? Shout out.
February. Oh, he good, man. My boy is doing this thing all the time. You feel me? Stay
That's
on
what.
the come up always. You know what I mean? So you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? He 100 with it always. My nigga right there doing
That's.
his thing.
Hey Trez, I don't know if you met. This is the homie. He the channel
Salute.
EST87. You feel me?
Okay, that's what's up.
I call you Trez Mall
Hell yeah.
Modgie. My bad. But yeah, yo, y'all check out
Either one.
y'all check out that Bico Volume 2. Y'all see it up in there, up in the corner. That shit is available on iTunes and everything else, all the major platforms and all that. You feel me? What's up, EST? How
Okay.
you doing, homie?
Not much, man. Doing good. How about yourself?
Man, just doing what we do. Today I went kind of crazy. I did a live earlier and I'm back, you feel me? So it is what it is. You heard?
The content, man. Push this content, man.
You
Real
already
talk.
know.
Hell yeah.
You already know. So we
Get
got a few
melted.
topics, This let's start with the Takeoff's brother. Rest in peace to Takeoff.
Rest in
But
peace.
R.I.P.
RIP. There's been some controversy between the Migos. We all know about that, but we really wanted to know exactly where, the family stands as far as the way Quavo been handling shit. And now we get an insight on Takeoff's family, how they feel. You feel me? Let's just listen to this.
Right.
I got some. They read out the tweet that YRN Lingo put out. That's Takeoff's brother.
Yeah, YRN Lingo.
Takeoff's death. See, Take's younger brother Lingo came out with some news.
Hold up.
Decided to expose Quavo for being a liar. There's been some tension between the remaining Migos members, but it looks like things run deeper than we originally thought. Lingo thinks that they're sad fake about losing Takeoff. That's why he hopped onto social media just a few days ago and posted some serious stuff against him. So for those of y'all who don't know, YRN Lingo is also a rapper, and he's also Takeoff's younger brother. From the very beginning, he's been acquainted with all the Migos members. Lingo started making music back in 2015 when he dropped his first track alongside Quavo. However, there seems to be some trouble between him and the person who introduced him to rap. Lingo claims that Quavo faked all the tears and messages that he sent out in Takeoff's memory. This is the freaking Rican restaurant in the story. Days ago, Lingo posted a number of stories on an Instagram account that hint at the possibility that Quavo isn't really grieving. The story said, "Getting sick of y'all thinking y'all can say whatever to me. When this man was alive, they all was on. Now since he gone, they nowhere to be found. So we can get all that fake crying shit be so flawed and lame, it don't even make any sense. I don't have nay brothers. The only brother I have is gone. If you feel like I'm talking about you, the shoe fit myth, nobody has to worry about what's going on over here. We're straight. And stop claiming y'all for my brother." Now, YRN Lingo didn't call out any names
Okay,
here, so
now
it might be the case that
I don't know if that's directed at Quavo or Offset. You feel me? Or is it directed at any of them? Period. But the media, they running with it, saying basically it's YRN Lingo. He coming at Quavo saying basically he not handling his business right. The tears is fake, and I don't see why he would do that. Why would the tears be fake? That's his nephew. You feel me? That's crazy.
Yeah, this that shit it's kind of wild how you hear shit like that, but then you got all that other shit going on where motherfuckers is talking about shit. Be honest, let's straight up. They say the nigga did it on purpose. He set him up.
Well, that's
So if that's the case, if that's the case, if he set him up, I mean, I'm just saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out there. But if that's the case, then little bro is like the tears is fake. You feel me? But he
yeah.
ain't really directed no names and say nothing. So it could have been. You know how many people gonna step up and say I'm your brother and shit when shit like that happened? It could have been anybody.
Uh-huh. Well, he got to
It could
have
have been anybody
some
you
reason.
talking about.
I think he got some type of reason to bring that out, and it's got to be about a big name. He ain't talking about no nobodies. He got to be talking about either Offset or Quavo, honestly. But my thing is like, what's making them react like that? They Offset. I get these names mixed up, but Offset and Quavo, they was about to fight allegedly. We talked about that, so there was some static there, but we didn't know exactly where Takeoff family stood with all this, and now we starting to hear a bunch of shit coming from the families and shit. So it's like, what? Whose side is he on? He got to be on one of the sides, like, or is he on none of their
Hey,
sides? What the
but
fuck?
look, on some insight, if you speak and listen to what he's saying, you can hear how he feel, right? So he's saying basically that the only brother I had is gone. Basically saying y'all was never brothers in the first place.
He ain't with none of them.
Right.
But what he got to understand is sometimes, and it happens a lot of times without us even knowing that, just because that's your man don't mean you my man's. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't never came and said, yo, you straight, you can't expect, and you can't expect him to treat you like the next person. And that's how I go sometimes. After the dude dead, he said, don't nobody show up no more. But if they not your homies, you wouldn't necessarily know firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a
I
good
feel
point.
like he know it's all over because his wave was connected directly to Takeoff. And now
Hmm.
that streamline is cut, he feeling some type of way. But you typically see this when somebody family member die, somebody else in the family saying hurtful things because they hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
That's all.
that definitely would hurt Quavo
That's
and
100.
his Takeoff's brother, his blood brother, coming out saying these kind of things, So, but hurt people. You feel me? And he must have a reason to really come out and say this type of shit. To me, I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this whole camp? Like, that's why we commend groups like the Locks and Wu Tang and certain groups that stay together through the bullshit. Now, this is some major bullshit, but Migos been split up before. Rest in peace, Takeoff death. So obviously, it's like hard lessons, man. When people calling each other brothers and stuff, and it ain't really there, it's kind of disappointing. You feel me? It's like, damn,
Yeah.
because we
Yeah,
love the
and
Migos.
and don't nobody give you a guideline on how to handle shit in an unfortunate event like this. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's entitled to their own grieving process. If they don't come around, it's probably because they ain't right in their mind right now. You
Yeah,
probably can
you
give it some time. You probably spoke too soon. I mean, the case ain't even settled yet. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Real
So
shit.
you,
Real
yeah, you
shit.
gotta give somebody time to process their information before you call. And then after this, you once you do this publicly, it's like how we gonna be cool after this? I'm hurt just as
You
much as
can't
you
take
is.
that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's there
Yeah.
now.
And
And what he gotta understand.
if I was YRN Lingo, I would be offended that they were fighting at my brother's situation. You feel me? I would be offended by that. Probably, I think I'll be really offended by that. Like,
Well, I
y'all
mean,
really.
we already know what's going on. Quavo shut Offset down as far as you can't perform. He probably wasn't speaking to him, and that annoyed him, and it went from there. But let's be honest, they the industry know Quavo more than they know Offset, so they
Mm,
gonna go with what they know. You know what I'm saying? So he hurt, but what he gotta understand is that's your blood brother. But look, your blood brother loved other people too, and they loved him back the same way. So they hurt just as well. I
Mhm.
understand that's family and blessings to take on family, bro. But to do this publicly, it obviously shows they wasn't cool in the first place. But he wasn't cool with Quavo nor Offset, so it ain't costing him nothing to put this out in public.
Yeah, definitely. And he's going
Right.
a lot with all this shit in the media. You seen what Wack did? Oh, well, I ain't gonna say Wack, but whatever they did, saying, "Oh, Jay Prince got arrested because of threatening take whatever." I'm losing all these fucking names. Offset, but really, that the family of the deceased is the ones that's dealing with all of that shit, all that media coverage surrounding that situation. The family of the deceased is being forced to relive moments that they might be on their way to getting past. You feel me? So
And you
he
know what's
probably got a
worse?
lot of mixed feelings. You feel me?
And you know what's worse?
What?
I don't think he had a legacy
Mm.
as far as kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So it's
sad.
like that. It's like that. He got a brother. Yeah, good guarantee he got a brother. But as far as from his stock, if he ain't had no kids, that legacy that hurt extra when you ain't got nothing to look at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Right.
he
Right.
probably had plans to.
And say, oh look, he live on. Even though he do in spirit, you know, on earth, if you don't have nothing to look at and say he live on, that hurt, man. That hurt. That's times 10.
Man,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I ain't look at it like that, but yeah, that's real talk.
Yeah, man.
rest in peace. You know, I know Mall Modgie come from a big family. I come from a big family. I don't know about you, but we deal with, you deal with all this type of painful shit. But the last thing you want is some bullshit, let alone, luckily, we're not famous in the media to have to relive.
Hey, but look, I got two cousins. We all, it's three of us. We all got the same birthday. I buried one in 2018, and I buried one last year. All
Uh,
gun murders. So I
oh,
know
Mhm.
firsthand,
sorry.
pallbearer, all of them, and that's just two. But
Mhm.
we in the community, we know how this go, bro. We know how this go, and especially when you a lot wiser and older, where you're not ignorant to go and run and jump and do something. It
Yeah,
hurt worse when you got to sit back and eat that, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I know firsthand. I know firsthand.
hmm Yeah, we got cousins that got killed. Rest in peace to my cousin Michael.
Rest in
In
peace.
Atlanta, he was a Cali boy. He went out there, they riled him and shot him. He was a boxing champ. You feel me? About to be on his way. And there's others. If I sit here and talk, but we're not gonna. It's just the fact that what I'm saying is, man, I feel for the family. That's all I gotta say. Because
Yeah.
when you're famous, it's different. The shit is being pumped in your fucking face all goddamn day. And at the
Oh
same
yeah.
time, we talk about this shit happening, but the ones that are strong, you realize that you got to keep money coming. If you got kids, if you got family, you got to stay sane and stay focused. Quavo is a cash cow, whatever the fuck. Just make sure you handle your business the right way. That's all. You feel me?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the grieving process is totally different when you out there like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have that space that you think you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah. I
everybody
mean,
need at a certain point in time.
yeah. I mean, you got the money to run and go
You
on
ain't gotta
retreat
be
and be
famous.
right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not the famous one in the family, but yet
You could be.
everybody know you family of that famous person. So yeah, you in it.
Yeah, for sure. It's a sad thing. Even like we cleaned out fucking cars, cleaned brains out of our family. You feel me? Like, and people get like, yeah, shit, this the life. Yeah, you're right. When you got a big family that came up with no money, so drug is involved. Drugs get involved. You got family that hustle, family that do their thing or whatever else. And
Yeah.
I would imagine when I went through that experience, it was like, yeah, being tough and everything else. But I would be tight if I had to look at news and be reminded of it the next day or some stupid shit and keep being reminded by
Or even worse,
a dude or
we'll
whatever else.
have to see somebody go on a famous podcast and do an interview talking about it. That's worse.
Mm,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and they had a direct hand in it. That's different. That's different.
It's
yep,
different. Yeah, for sure.
that's a big fact. So, like I said, rest in peace to Takeoff and all that. Now, we'll lightly touch on this shit. I want y'all to hear some shit real quick. Charleston White, China Mack. I might get flagged for even playing,
Oh my God.
but I just
Run
want
it.
to let y'all hear it.
Run it.
I think y'all stink. I think y'all some stinking people. Stinking motherfucking Asian motherfucker. You can go to war by yourself. I don't give a
And wait, Mall Modgie, I want you to know that EST87, he fuck with Charleston lightweight.
That's my nigga. That's my
Like,
nigga. Fuck it.
let's go. Let's listen a little more.
damn. I'm starting to war by myself. I ain't asking for no help. I'm whispering in children's ears. Start robbing that Asian woman when she in that store by herself. I tell the little niggas in the project, it's the old Asian woman. Every morning, Saturday morning, she be in that store by herself. Y'all go rob her. Don't kill her. Just rob her.
Oh shit! Hey,
if you want to rape her, but don't kill her. Come on up out there. Make sure you put on the rubber and use some gloves. We go do them. We just retribution coming. We go do what they was doing to us. We don't give a fuck Mexican, Asian. We just go do it to every goddamn body. Friend. We just gonna be some ignorant, wild niggas just do savage. Fuck it, nigga. Nobody fuck the Asian people, man. I mean every goddamn word I said. Fuck you.
Okay, hold up. Man, EST, explain what's going on with your boy. I get into this because there's some dangerous shit he dealing with right now.
Now look,
he's saying some serious shit.
It's psychological, right? Now, it's wrong in his statement, but he always got some shit behind the scenes, right? Mm-hmm. This ain't the first time this happened because some shit happened before with some Asian people, some Asian Crips threatened him online, and he just brought to my attention how you see how all these black people are quick to run to everybody else's race defense but ours. And he said regardless of see, look, if the Asian community, somebody in their community doing right or wrong, they still siding with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's only here what motherfucker can do, and you say, okay, can he be wrong in our kingdom, in our village, and we not cast him out?
Not
you know what I'm saying? Because they do it. Do they cast their people out?
But they punish them though. They punish them.
But
that's what I'm saying.
It's not no free for all. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just come out there and say this and have our people looking terrible, and then of course we're not gonna feed you to the wolves, but motherfucker, there's repercussions for this shit. You feel me? There's repercussions from this shit because now we gotta answer to the shit you done did. You feel me? Now you have made it to where now there is a preconceived notion that most black people feel like that.
Now
you feel what I'm saying? It's different when you got a voice and you got a stage to stand on. You standing on that stage and your voice is for a lot of different people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, especially when you preaching that black shit. When you preaching that pro-black shit and we about brothers and this and that, people are like, okay, well, there's definitely people listening to him. There's a reason why people listening, they follow him, they think the same way. You feel what I'm saying? So what happens when you now, you know what I'm saying, are in an elevator and the same Asian lady that you used to, you know what I'm saying, ride up the elevator with is in the elevator with you, and she done seen this shit because this shit done went something on some other shit. Let's just say it went on some other shit. Now she done seen this. Now she clutching her purse. She, you know what I'm saying, when you come in the elevator, you like, what's home?
Let me say this. They passed that bill. I don't have no hate towards no Asians. I'm not saying that. And to touch on this, I fuck with China Mack and I salute the work he been doing to bridge the gap between the Asians and the blacks and for people not to see us a certain way. Mm-hmm. But that's my brother, Charleston White. I know he said something wrong, but that's my brother, and we gonna handle that.
But when people of that's public figures like him do something wrong, say something wrong, it's not our job to, we gotta speak out against it sometimes and really make our voices heard. I feel like we're not supposed to be with it. Certain things he could say. Nobody's perfect. We're not expecting nobody to be God. You can still follow whoever and correct them. You feel me? No problem. But we can't just run with it. You feel me? Because your boy Charleston White, China Mack, YouTube is a little world. It's not that big. So if there was an Asian dude out there spitting the kind of shit he's spitting about black people, we would know he would be isolated. He would be out of there. You feel me? If anybody else was really getting down like that, they would be out of there. So why do he get the pass because he black? But we do have a benefit when it comes to race, cause at being black people in America, because we all know what we went through and all that type of shit. But at the same time, Triz is right, and I got homies. I was just talking to my boy. He married to an Asian woman. You feel me? Triz, Deja.
Yeah.
You feel
me? Oh yeah.
And he got 3 daughters with her and everything else. So it's
look, let's be honest. He don't feel that way, man. It's just the character. I personally know what he's doing, but everybody ain't so privy to understand what he's doing and what he's saying when he say certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, y'all. But listen, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this before you go.
Okay.
Y'all, everything y'all saying is right, but what he's saying is wrong. But then we have to flip around the coin and say anybody going at a black man, we can't allow that.
Yeah, we don't. I don't think.
Okay.
We gotta understand what he's saying. Let me hear some more of this.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not attacking him though. You feel me? Don't get it wrong. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It ain't an attack on him.
Look.
You don't want no chicken fried cat, chicken fried bat.
And you laugh.
Roaches. We don't want none of that shit. We don't want none of that motherfucker shit. We hate where I'm from, it ain't an Asian on our street. If it is, we don't break into their house.
We, yeah.
That's what he said. We. You gotta understand.
I think he's slick. Saying we.
It's deeper.
Nah, nigga.
Yes, we. It's difference when he say we.
Yeah,
and shit like that. Get out there. You feel me?
I thought he's from Texas. How he speaking French? You feel me? We.
You got to take yourself out of the United States and take yourself to another country and say, okay, well, how do they look at Americans? You feel me? Because people from another country look at us different than we look at each other.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy? But we can put stuff like flocking and all this in our music and culture. And when they're talking about doing that, they're not talking about flocking Asian houses and white houses. They talking about flocking black people houses. True. And we don't have no problem with that. We don't
no, man, there is a problem with that.
Not the equivalence. Not the equivalence. Now we'll say in the back end, yeah, we got a problem with it. Okay, well, do you speak out the same way you speak out when this man say something about Asians?
Yeah, but you gotta understand half of it. There's always a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always 2 sides. You see what I mean? There's always 2 sides. It's an indoctrination of saying things like that, and that's exactly what they're doing in the music too. You just gotta talk to the right people, and they gonna say something about it. You feel me? But if everybody is making this the culture, and you talking about the youth for the most part, them the people that are okay with it because they want to say that shit and sound hard. You feel what I'm saying? But you talk to some mature people in this out there that's been through the hood and has dealt with that shit. They not thinking the same way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's who gets on the platform to present how they feel are going to be the ones that's going to be heard. You can't put everybody in that bucket. You feel me? Because that's a bucket.
But let's be honest here. Do you think your boy China Mack jumped out the window, and that's when Charleston White went all the way bad on him? Do you think China Mack was like, we found the opportunity? Because Charleston White is always going viral every day with the crazy shit he says. Yeah. But with China Mack, he got a channel going, so he's always every once in a while, starting shit with people, doing his little shit. So you think when he jumped out the window, when China Mack jumped out the window, that's when Charleston White really went all the way bad on him. And I think China Mack really should have left that alone with him. Like, come on, don't play with that, man.
Originally, Charleston. Go ahead.
One thing real quick. The thing is, what we just listened to didn't say China Mack one time. You feel me? It had nothing to do with China Mack. This was a universal shit he was saying. If he was talking about China Mack, nigga, I swear to God, I ain't have nothing to say. That's no feeling.
Hey, look, let me touch on that point.
But he wouldn't have said we. He wouldn't have said we if he would have said, you know what I mean, China Mack, you feel me? He would have said I. But he put this shit all the way around the world. You know what I mean? It's different.
Now you're right. That's the only thing I gotta say about that comment. I didn't look at it as him thinking China Mack. This China Mack's second time saying something because originally Charleston had said something about some Asian Crips going against. He was basically saying, who y'all banging on? Who y'all get that from? Y'all, and then China Mac spoke on Charleston White comments. So it's like once you go towards that, he gonna take that and turn it into a
And turn
character.
it into
You done seen it so many times, and people just
Yeah,
line up
yeah,
and fall for the trap, line up, fall for the
yeah.
trap.
right.
Because China Mac
That's
got
why
no
he always.
wins. He can't get on no race shit. We know that. He can't really get on nothing. He got no wins in the situation. Only win he got is pulling up on Charleston. But if he do that, we all know he might end up dead or he might end up in jail
It's gonna be
or
all
something he
bad.
would make. I don't know where
It's
that
gonna be all
feedback is
bad.
coming from, but it's a lot of it. It's fucking up shit. Y'all hear that? All right. Yeah, but he has no wins, China Mac, in this situation. So he should have just. So, and what's crazy is that a real threat? Did y'all hear? China Mac was like, "Oh, you got a show at so and so, right?"
Uh,
I think he coming out
yeah,
here.
in New
You heard
York
that, right?
City.
Spirit?
Him and academics got a show, and the academics is throwing a show with Charleston White on the roster in New York City on a certain date, and he's like, okay, so y'all coming out here then, right?
So
Okay,
See,
oh
but
well,
see, but even
okay,
then,
at the
that's
da 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 da. I mean, that's
once you
but then he was like,
broadcast that.
academics is
he already
flirting with shit.
broadcasted it. So it's like
Yeah, I
ain't
would have
nothing
said
gonna
you
happen.
should have said something about I'm gonna be in L.A. across the country.
You feel me?
Then went there and did whatever you was gonna do. Not tell everybody, hey, you gonna be there,
Right.
right? Okay.
He,
Like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean, bro? Like,
he he broadcasted it, and that's what the weird part. And I
shout out to Mac.
sometimes
Shout out to Mac though, but man, I don't even want it because I fucks with China Mac, man.
me too, but at the same time, I feel like he be doing a lot of clout chasing. You feel me? And you fuck with Charleston White, you gonna get what the hell you asked for. And I fuck with all these niggas. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna respect all of them, but at the same time, I'm gonna speak on whatever. If somebody out of line, somebody whatever, we could talk on whatever the fuck we want to. Period. That's what we
Facts,
do.
facts.
You got a problem? Come find me. You feel me? But other than that, like man, China Mac be jumping out the window and he really got his issue this time. I ain't gonna play. Cause hold up. And the fact that what do you think is really gonna happen now when he say, "Oh, y'all got to show what possibly could happen? What can he do?" Feel
To
me?
who?
To Charleston White, he said, "Y'all got a show in New York." Da da da. Right? What can he do? He can't do shit,
I
especially now
mean,
after he fucking.
hypothetically, he can pull up with some niggas. They get into it with Charleston or whoever he with. I mean, they can get it in.
Yeah, you're right. And man, tell you the truth, you already know what's gonna happen with that situation because Charleston White either gonna have some mace on him, he gonna have security, or he gonna have a thing on him. I'm going for Charleston White on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I
And
don't
New
know
York,
because that New York don't play
yeah,
that thing
he
shit.
can't bring nothing in New York.
Yes.
He definitely can't do that.
So
But because China Mac could keep it 100 and say let's just fight. You know he
But
would. He did it
but he'll
before.
probably he'll probably twerk that gym star too though.
Do that. Do what?
That gym star.
What's that? Oh yeah. He's
That
stupid.
box
Yeah, because
cutter.
he Asian. Nah, in New York. Nah, my
Yeah.
bad. Not like that. But
Yeah.
New York.
They not necessarily bring that thing, but they'll back that box raise out. Nice little $150. Take that.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Because
pull something, put it on the plate.
here go China Mac, y'all. If y'all ain't hear it.
Charleston White just made, right? And before I go any further, let me say this. Let me make this very clear. Charleston White don't speak for all black people. He don't. This ain't a black and Asian thing. This is a Charleston White thing. So we gonna keep it on Charleston White. Charleston White, you a bitch, right? You got a lot of foul stuff to say about my people, and we gonna hold you accountable for that. Facts. April 30th, you gonna be in New York City, right? You got a show at the Gramercy Theater, right? With academics, right? Academics, you stand by this, bro? Are you co-signing this? You co-signing this racism, this rhetoric, this bullshit? Is you co-signing that? Because inquiring minds want to know, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Gramercy Theater, right? April 30th, right? Say less. Now you guys know me. I've said it multiple.
You heard? So
Hey, let me
Yeah.
touch on something that was real key on that. He said, "Don't make it." He was playing chess. He said, "Don't make it about black people." Then he said, "We are going to hold you accountable." Who is we?
He said
He's
His
trying to
people.
add black people in with
His
him.
people. So you can't say it can't be about black people then say we gonna hold you accountable and say yo people gonna hold them accountable, but we can't do nothing about it.
I feel like he's saying more we, the people, like period, the people of
I
decent.
think I felt like he was saying more we like me and my people, my crew. Because who else is gonna go up there? Because you're not gonna go get the old lady at the liquor store and take her up there so she can beat on them nigga. It ain't gonna be her, the one you talking about. It's gonna be you and your crew, your goons or whatever. That's the only people gonna go up there and do anything. So
What
the
do you
we is a
think?
little different.
What the hell is he
The
going to
we
do?
is a little different. He spoke for everybody on his block
Yeah,
in that
I
other
mean,
one.
I ain't saying it ain't possible. I just caught that little part about don't make it about black people, but we gonna hold you accountable. Hey, I thought it
Yeah,
was
he did. He
singular.
brought it right back.
If it's
Yeah,
singular, then
now
keep
it's
it singular. That's it.
right, right.
How how can he possibly hold them accountable? That's all I'm saying. I
I
don't see
mean that
nothing
the Asian
happening.
community is strong. He can play political games. That's facts.
Yeah, if he play
So
political games, yeah, possibly somehow, do some shit. They probably gonna be out there marching. Who knows?
no,
March.
they don't do that. They don't do that. They
What they
don't do
do?
that. We the only people to do that. They play corporate strategic games. They take funding. They do this. They do that. They
Use some
team.
plug.
They it's all corporate behind the scenes stuff. It ain't no out in the streets marching with no signs. They don't do that because they got political power.
Mm.
Yeah, they
That's
just blackball you.
yeah. Corporately blackball you or organizations and things you attach to or make money from. They're going hot. They're 50 Cent Ja Rule you. People think that 50 just stopped Ja Rule from making music. He don't know that he was in these a lot of
Oh,
these record. He
he
was in
was
the
stopping
record
all
businesses
kind of entities.
offices. You know what I'm saying? Just it's
Yeah,
behind the scenes corporate moves that you can make chess wise that shut stuff down.
that's
I
true.
ain't.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Hold
for
up.
sure.
We just retribution coming. We go do what they was doing to us. We don't give a fuck Mexican, Asian. We just go do it to every goddamn body. France. We just gonna be so ignorant. Why our niggas just do savage? Fuck it, nigga. Won't nobody fuck the Asian people, man. And I mean every goddamn word I said. Fuck you talking about. We don't want no chicken fried rat.
My bad. We heard.
You don't want
I
no
just
chicken
something
fried
pause.
cat. And Jimmy Jones.
No, you right there. Let's get. That's where it's at.
Jimmy Jones.
He's holding his eyes like this and going, Jimmy Jones.
Fuck now. I don't down. Jimmy Jones. Fuck
But we
now. Shut up.
see they
Open your
say
face.
comedy because he say he a
Shut up.
comedian. Remember that
Take
too.
your motherfucking ass back to China. We don't want you in America. Fuck you. You motherfuckers ain't never been no good over here except building the Panama Canal. Slant face motherfuckers. Y'all can't make big
They
muscles.
said the
Can't run your
Panama Canal.
What's
motherfucking
wrong
mouth.
with this dude, bro?
Yeah, motherfucker.
The
Yeah,
fuck the
sick of you
Panama Canal
motherfuckers.
got to do?
Yeah, I hate Asian more than I hate you. I'm a
This
hateful-hearted
dude is
motherfucker.
he's
And I
something
think it's all
different,
right, King.
man.
I think hate
I
brings
might get
balance to the
flagged
world.
just for this video.
You can't just have everybody love each other. You need hateful motherfuckers like me in the world to propagate more hate.
That's
Yeah,
Charleston White's.
hate
That's his
is not
leverage right there. You feel me? He's explaining what you're talking about, bro.
What?
He's explaining it right there. You need hateful motherfuckers like me. You feel me? That's the character that your boy was talking about.
That's the character. That's the
That's the
character. That's
character
it.
he was talking about. So it's
See, but
like,
look,
he just, it ain't, go ahead, go ahead.
look. When Samuel Jackson was in the Django, we loved him.
I did not
But
like
look,
that nigga in Django, bro. My bad. I
but
wanted to
look,
beat
but
the
not.
fuck out of that man. I ain't
It's
gonna
certain
lie.
ones who caught on
I
to
wanted to
it.
put hands on that.
It's certain
I
ones who
wanted to
caught
put
on
hands
to
on,
it and didn't
on, on
like
that,
him, right?
that shit.
But for the most part,
Yeah.
people love that character. But when you break down who he was and what he was doing, people think Uncle Tom is a person who was selling people out. No, it was Sambo, man. Y'all niggas
hmm
they be too caught up
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
entertainment.
exactly. He was the brains of this organization. He the one that let the motherfucker know he was getting played the whole time.
That's it, and they
I
loved
think
You
him.
feel what I'm saying?
I think guaranteed the white man loves some Charleston White too. They
Yeah.
love them.
Listen,
But
how do you
see,
think he able to work in law, legal, corporate, around all these organizations? The entertainment
But you got to
character is
understand
separate from
why
what
they
he do in
love
real life.
him. Why they love him? Because he hated black people as much as they did.
Nah, that's not true.
That's why fucking people
Hold
love
on,
fucking
who you talking about?
Sam
Are you
L.
talking?
I'm talking about Sam L.
Yeah.
In that role
That's
that he
facts. That's
played.
facts.
In that
That's
role that
facts.
he played. That's
Uh,
why
I'm
he was
talking
in the
about
white big house
Charleston White.
sipping on yak in his dad in old boy's daddy's chair. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was there. You know what I'm saying? They love black people that hate black people, bro.
That's
So
right.
if he's getting accepted by all these white people, it's because he's helping their agenda.
Nah. Let me tie
You feel
into
me?
your point. Let me tie into your point because he don't talk. He don't talk about hate for black people. What it is what I've noticed is when
He
black
say
people
he
start.
hate black people.
No.
He
Listen.
say he
No.
hates certain black people.
I heard him say that too.
But
Certain
go ahead.
certain
He said
anybody
that
who.
multiple times.
He talking about the black person that'll shoot up the block and terrorize the kids and the women. That's
Yeah,
who
he
he
talking
talking
about the
about. He
thugs and
not
shit.
talking about the everyday hard working nigga who know what they doing in society. He
Mm-hmm.
ain't talking about them. Now
No,
look,
he's not. You're right.
He's
anytime I
not.
seen black people try to unify black people together against a certain thing, you get those Samuel L. Jacksons talking about look at
Yeah.
him trying to do this. So then he got to beat his character because originally on YouTube he wasn't like this. Then nobody talk about him. He
No, he
created a
wasn't.
That's
character.
true.
Now
But I
everybody got
can't
He
something to
say
wasn't.
say.
You're right.
his overall thing is about changing the narrative about how we all everybody came up, even though you could be a square, but your square friend that came up in your hood with you, he thinks, oh, can't snitch or don't do this, or he can't live a regular life as a human being and just do the right thing and just be accepted because that's not how we came up. We even before I did a crime or whatever, I always knew, oh, ain't no snitching, ain't no certain rules, and that's just some ghetto shit that goes across the whole United States and worldwide. But his overall thing, I must admit, is going against all those cliches, and that's one thing, you know what I mean? That hey,
Hey
I'm
Bush.
gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this. Charleston White, I got much respect for this dude. You feel me? A lot of shit he be saying is well, almost all the shit he be saying. He's smart. He's a smart ass motherfucker, man. He do his research. He know what the fuck he talking about. I hold him with he like for me he's like a Dick Gregory on 10.
too raw, yeah.
The Dick
Hmm.
Gregory that can actually say exactly what the fuck he want to say. He doesn't have to. He
Now
don't
what did
have
Dick
to
Gregory say
figure it out.
different from what Charleston White was used to say? What did
He
he say
didn't. He
different?
didn't. He didn't really. He didn't. He just didn't say everything that Charleston White is saying. That's the difference. He didn't say
It's the
everything that
people in these
Charleston White is
times.
saying.
These people in these times, Charleston White is touching on them. The people in Dick Gregory time, he spoke on them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's why I hold him as that guy. He's like the Dick Gregory of our time, right now.
Ghetto to Glory
Because if
says
you watch,
he speaks hate for ignorance.
Now I used to be that
That's
person.
how a lot of people think about him too.
I
And I'm
used to be
sure he's
that
probably
person.
black.
but he do speak hate for ignorance because he hate ignorant shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He hate ignorant shit. So I mean, he do
Hey,
do that.
look,
do
a
I
lot
have
of
to
But
people
is
play
that a
get
some
bad
more of this?
thing?
Wait a minute. You said he hate ignorant shit.
It's right. It's God's given right to hate Chinese people. I swear to God, God don't like Chinese people. They ain't even got a God.
How is that not ignorant?
They atheists.
This is what I'm saying. This is why
God don't like
it's
Chinese
certain
people.
things he say that upset me. You know what I'm saying? This
But
is
you,
it's the
why I can't just
character.
jump on
It's the
board
character.
yeah,
I
but it's
even
not
know when
looked
he
at as a
talking a
character,
certain way.
Freddy boy.
I
no.
already know when he
Yeah, I
talking a
know,
certain
I
way.
know.
It's a character, bro. Don't get caught up in the
Right,
talk.
right, right. But
But he's still
these
saying his word.
characters hold weight
Yeah.
See, but
in
look,
our
okay, now
communities.
listen, now
These
listen, now
characters
listen.
hold weight in the youth. Now
That's
you got
true.
some youth out there that's not realizing that this is a character and he's trying to make a bigger point. And
Yes.
they're taking this shit literal, just like they do hip hop.
Yep.
You feel me? Now being real, keeping it real. These niggas want to keep it real by running up in the store and killing a nigga because he looked at them funny. They
Okay,
call
now,
that keeping it real. It's the
now you
same
caught on.
shit.
Now you caught on to what you
So,
saying. He not. They only got hatred in their heart to kill a nigga. They don't have hatred in their heart to stand up and do nothing else. That's what
oh,
he's saying.
that's what he's saying. But he
That's
didn't.
what
Agent,
I
he's
don't get
saying.
agent.
that message from this though.
If God, anybody God give a phone and dick to, he didn't like him. How motherfucker enjoying earth, or I enjoying life on earth with a 4-inch dick. Your dick get hard, the motherfucker, and he can't even get past the clip.
How you
Fuck you
defending?
talking
You
about?
feel
Come
me?
out of the hold, leave it alone.
Now I can't defend that
Hey,
because
shit.
I can't talk about that type of talk because I don't know about no, you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
understand that, but I'm just saying the fact about the ignorance level. You feel me?
The
And
Nah,
ignorance
nah,
level of it is ridiculous.
you know, what I
no,
mean?
Right now,
listen, listen.
this is the worst shit. This is the worst shit. I ain't gonna lie. This is the worst shit I ever heard him say.
Y'all getting caught,
This
y'all
this
getting
shit
lost
shocked the
in the
shit out of me,
sauce.
bro.
Listen,
No,
don't
it
get
shocked the
lost
shit
in the
out of me. I get it. I'm not getting lost in the sauce. I'm just saying, when this
it's
nigga do shit like that, I'm not worried about me understanding what he's talking about. I'm worried about the youth. I'm worried about other people. It's an
Oh,
outlook
you said you worry
that
about the
don't
youth, and look
understand
what.
Charleston White like most people do, like
Yeah, look
we do.
what.
You got to be black coming from the hood, from the south. You got to understand all that shit to
See,
understand
but this is
Charleston
what he
White.
doing. This is what he doing. Only thing he doing is putting shock jock entertainment out there for people to come and get the substance later on. That's it. Because once you hear shocking things, all you gonna do is go check him out. And what you see where you stand on, see, he going back to the grandfather morals of fuck what a nigga saying. What is he doing? See, we
You know,
I
too
get it.
caught up in
when
what
I think
motherfuckers saying.
y'all
No,
said
no,
shock
that's the
jock,
problem. But that's the problem with what he said. Do you
and
feel me?
it make me
Because
think
that's
of
the
Howard
majority
Stern.
of the motherfuckers out there today. They worried about what they gonna get caught up in what you saying.
Howard
They
Stern
don't even
said
know
a
what you
lot
can
of
do.
racially offensive things to a lot of people, and he was on a level 10. You feel me? And
That's
if you look
facts.
at him now, he's very rich and very successful, and people want to hear him. Now you think about this dude, Charleston White. Think about him having his own radio show. How successful will that be if he get into satellite radio and just become a real shock jock? I feel like that's where he should be, and it'll be insane. You feel me? But I I gotta be fair because Howard Stern got away with a lot of racial shit, and he's still just a top guy. They say he's just, you know what I mean. So
Facts, facts. And it's not necessarily about what a person say. Like, listen, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of, I'm gonna say hypothetically, certain cultures do a lot of immoral practices in certain neighborhoods, and that's just as disrespectful as what somebody say. See,
It's
they not
more.
catching
It's more
everything.
disrespectful because
More,
they're
okay,
physically doing these things. It's more
okay,
disrespectful. Now,
okay,
that's what I'm saying. I'm
okay.
understanding what the man is doing, but when you look at the overall masses, are they going to understand? And
You,
majority is not.
see what the and the
You
babies.
see what I'm saying? So it's it's almost an indoctrination of the youth that don't fucking
nah, listen.
understand.
Let me
You
Because
give
know
some
when you
what?
talk,
insight.
And you
Let
know
me give
why?
when
some
you look,
insight.
Howard
Let me give.
Stern is Jewish. His kids,
Yeah,
Jewish kids,
yeah.
don't got they can't go listening to radio. They don't got the freedom like our kids, the freedom that we give our kids with all the iPads and all the fucking every access to everything. Like, so he doesn't have to worry about the babies in his case with them finding his content until they get a certain age, smart enough to know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? So it is a difference.
right?
And then, especially as a black man, you know, I'm sorry to say, but when we speak, a lot more people listen. If you got a platform and you know and you got a voice, you know, and they take it to the heart sometimes. Like with this dude, there's people
They do.
that
They
love
do.
him and they'll listen to that shit we just played and they'd be moving like that. They'll you know, and I wouldn't be surprised if a whole movement gets started behind that dumb shit. That's how
Because
true.
they look up to him. Because they already look up to him. You see what I'm saying? Because they already look up to him. So
I don't think it's an
if I
indoctrination.
come in there and all my nephews look up to me, and then I say some shit like that, and they mind ain't developed enough to understand that there's a bigger narrative in the situation of what I'm telling them, they're gonna take that shit by fucking word. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be right there. They're gonna understand that, and then they're gonna every time they see whatever the fuck I was talking about, Asian in this fact, they gonna fucking think what
Hey, but
uncle
look,
told them.
but
This
check
my
this
uncle
out though.
told me this. You know what I'm saying?
Check this
Yeah,
out. You absolutely right, but I don't think it's an indoctrination because we us people allow anybody in our neighborhoods and communities to do anything to us.
yeah,
And
that's the problem.
this the first time I heard him speak. See, the indoctrination is to let it go and let it be what it is. But if you hear somebody saying "f" a certain race, it'll make a person think, "Why is he saying that?" And that'll wake you up
Right,
because the
right.
norm is
True that.
the norm is the coast, and not and we walk past these restaurants all the time and don't realize. Hold
Yeah.
on, why would somebody feel that way? Let's look deeper. Now,
Mhm.
have y'all been square and one and on point with us this whole time y'all been here? So if you haven't, don't worry about what the fuck we saying because we got the right.
Yeah.
Hey, but motherfuckers
Yeah.
caught up on what a person is saying. They try to find a wrong in what they saying. Look, it's wrong on both parts. Let's call everybody out there. Because ain't nobody no
Yeah.
victims. You know
You're
what I'm
right.
True
saying?
that. True that.
I hate when
And
people
we
try to
know,
scream
we know
victim.
what the Asian community do to us firsthand in Cali. I mean,
Not
shit was
not just
national
Cali.
news.
Not just
I
Cali.
know that's what I'm saying, but I'm just speaking on where I'm at. You know,
Okay,
see
so
what I'm
enlighten me.
saying?
What
Shit
what
that
happened
doesn't
over
happen
there?
here. I
That's a
mean, you
good
know,
point,
multiple
though.
things.
Get on the
You
glory.
talking about the little girl that got killed by the fucking Asian lady
Oh, okay. I
in the
remember
liquor
that. I
store?
remember that.
You
I
Tasha,
feel what I'm
remember that.
saying? These are the things that he's getting at. These are the things that he's getting at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little incidents. I'm not gonna say little, but incidents like that is what he's knowing, what he
Right.
remembered. You know what
See,
I'm
but
saying?
it's easy
That's
to
what
get
he get.
misconstrued because they'll look like they victims because somebody's saying something about them. But
Of
he coming
course.
from
Oh
a
yeah,
he
they
coming
will.
from a scholarship standpoint of we know some immoral practices that y'all been doing and how y'all treat us and what y'all think about us more also.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And we can
yeah.
look and see y'all ain't keeping y'all dollars here. So if there's people from
yo,
the bottom being oppressed speaking out,
And all that is reading between the lines.
we
that's
have
it.
to. I think for ourselves.
You
But you know,
you got to read between the lines. But the thing that's the problem that I have with it. These motherfuckers today don't know how to do that, bro.
well, it's dangerous.
They
But look,
really don't.
get on the glory, man.
But if they follow him, and like you said, they do their research, and he gonna have to drop something else for me
She said,
after that.
he said, nobody looked to Charleston. It's entertaining, but nobody wants his autograph. Well, he's
I
wrong.
do.
And
I
that's what I
do.
was about to say, because we got somebody on the panel who's really an intelligent dude, a dude that been holding it down, a family man who fucks with Charleston White. And I know a lot of people who fuck with Charleston White. So
Listen,
let's
li-
not get
li-
it twisted. You
ghetto
feel
to glory, ghetto to glory. The message that Charleston White has for the youth, he will never be able to reach them being a square. He has to talk disrespectful, be disrespectful the same way the practices that they do when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And that's what he doing. He can't walk. He did that already. They don't listen to it.
Ghetto to glory, you gotta drop
True.
your in the
That's 100% truth right there. And
bull in the
that's where
private.
we at with our youth today.
I get where he
That's
coming
where we
from
at.
though. I get where he coming from, but it,
Send your
it, it's
number on a private message.
it's two sides to the spectrum. I don't agree with everything he do and say, but one thing I peeped his message and I know what it's on, and he's not doing no different from what
But
the
some
rappers
people
say and
can't
do.
fathom these shits, just like the Trump situation. A lot of my black people are Trumpers, and I started to understand later, like, hey, they could like who they want to like, but in the beginning, it's hard to understand, and you really like what you really. But
Because you listening to the words that's coming out of his mouth. You see what I'm saying? You listening to what's coming out of his mouth. So until you get into politics and really see what he was saying, you'll never understand. And that's what's going on here. You see what I'm
And he
saying?
and he's helping the
You'll never
men because
understand.
we're not too caught up on what he's saying. Look, take all that passion you got about how you feel about him, go
he said he
research and
making
see
the
what he
appointment.
do. Go see
Yes.
what he do.
Yeah,
Then
I
you'll
fuck with
see.
Charleston. I
All right,
fuck with
let's
y'all. I
do
watch his shit
real quick.
all the time.
China Mack spoke on you. Fuck that booty face Asian nigga. Nigga, we used to rob Asian stores and breaking Asian people houses. I don't give a fuck about no Asian.
See, what's funny is how he make it
He's stupid,
instead of
man.
a
He's
personal
stupid.
thing, he makes it. And maybe that's his genius to make it bigger than it is. I don't know, but that is hilarious. Let me just
He
analyze.
he he just
Hold up.
talk how black
That
people
nigga
talk.
to say nigga. I hate Asians. I'm a
See,
hate
niggas
for
don't talk
eight.
like
I
that.
hate
I hate it.
Asians. I like we hate gays.
Some of
I
them
don't
do.
give a fuck about the Asian hate bill. I hate Asians. I hate Johnny Dane. I don't eat Chinese food. Only time I ever wanted some Chinese pussy was at a bathhouse fucking them Chinese sex slaves. I wouldn't dare. Yeah. Chinese bitches can't suck dick good. Yeah, I hate Chinese people. Shit, I don't give a fuck about China, man. I hate Chinese people, nigga. I think
See, but that's the point I'm trying to make. How he
That shit is heavy, bro.
I,
That
I don't I
shit
don't
is
get
heavy, man.
I don't agree with the hate part.
He's speaking
I
hella
don't hate
heavy.
no race. I don't hate no
We
race.
got,
I
I
don't hate
mean,
no people.
shit. We trying to stop the hate, bro. It's like
Yeah.
he putting it back out there. He bringing up shit niggas wasn't even thinking about
he turns a
on
personal
some
thing
hate shit
into
though.
a
He
big
did. He turned the personal thing into a we thing.
yeah.
Hold on,
My bad.
man.
Send
What?
your number to Bulllight underscore Graham. Bullights BULLLIGHTS underscore Graham on Instagram.
I see. The crazy thing about it is some content is too real and powerful for the internet. It really has to happen in real life, bro. Because
It does. It does. That's why they got
some
out.
shit is just too. It's just too Nat Turner for people, bro. It's just too. It's
It
just too
is.
much.
It's too Malcolm X.
Yeah, it's too. It's too much of that.
But
But
I'm
what didn't you gonna
interested in
say?
this person's point of view because they're saying nobody checking for Charleston White, nobody listening. Well, obviously, you got it
Yeah,
twisted.
somebody is.
He don't. He don't
Somebody is.
understand. He don't understand. He got the posts of the elders, the youth, and everybody in between. He has the posts of them,
Right.
bro. Because what
Right.
he's
You
speaking,
do.
and he ain't saying nothing different uh, from what Big Mama used to say, or Granddaddy used to say. Period.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you
Period.
gotta understand where he come from. He come from the South. It's a different mentality too. You feel me?
I'm in the
They
South.
still understand that slave shit
A lot of people
down there.
insulted.
When you
Everybody,
move away from the South, you lose focus of that. You know what I'm saying?
but he's one of them dudes
You
that
don't.
you don't even know, and he be on tour all the time, getting love all across the country, and he
All
out there
across.
getting
Yeah.
love from people. He's meeting them. He not on YouTube behind the scenes. He out
Hey,
there in the world.
Bush.
I mean,
Did they hear the story about how he?
hold up, sorry. Go ahead, EST. My bad.
Did they hear the story about how he saved the girl from the sex trafficking ring? Did they hear that part?
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
that. What's that
yeah.
about?
The girl came down to the club. She was being sex trafficked. He saved her. Called the back in the day. Called the officials. Got her up out of the sex ring.
Are
Know
you
what I'm
serious?
saying? Yeah,
I ain't hear nothing
yeah,
about that.
yeah. Motherfucker. And the average person would have pimped on her, fucked on her, the whole joint,
Or not did nothing.
or not did
You know what I'm
nothing,
saying?
or
Or
not
not
did
did nothing.
nothing,
Because
or
that's
not
what's been
did
happening
nothing.
around her before him. A whole bunch of people that wasn't with it but didn't do nothing.
That's facts.
You
Or
feel
not
what I'm
did.
saying? And
Damn, I gotta look
that's
that
real
up.
shit.
I really can't believe that's
I
crazy.
100% commend him on that shit because that's where it's at. You
Yeah,
feel me?
see,
Like that's
that's
what
the type of
that's the
dude.
shit.
Mall
That's
Modgie.
the shit motherfuckers need to know.
Salute Mall Modgie.
So wait, what's the whole story behind that though? For real, what happened? He was chilling in the spot, and the girl ran up. What the fuck?
Nah, see, they had this little get together called the Classy Lady down in Fort Worth. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I don't know if it was either the Classy Lady, but he came across this young girl. And long story short, knew what was going on, made a phone call, got her up out that shit. She was young too. And then he looked out for her. She was homeless, let her sleep, be safe, ain't made sure ain't nobody fuck on her, do all that shit that stand up commendable dudes do. And it's behind the scenes.
Why?
Yeah.
Why try to say he had relations with the priest and all that weird stuff? And that's
Yeah,
another thing. Like the
Hey,
shit.
he got pissed off about that.
We gotta go
that wasn't
back
even
to everything he ever said. Cause tell you the truth, man.
that wasn't even his pastor.
He's suing him for 400,000.
That dude Watt was talking to said he did 20 years. He said his pastor did 30 something. And the dude on the clubhouse, he already stated, I'm not Charleston's pastor. So
Okay, the homie might
Yeah,
join.
that sounds like a crazy rumor that just got out.
You know, that's what we here for. We making a network of real niggas across the world,
and Ghetto to
worldwide.
Glory, I already know what's up, man. Listen, I
He about
debate
to
this
join.
all
He
the
about to
time.
join. We'll see.
Okay.
Right.
But I respect your point of view, EST. You know why? Because you always got you give me a you make me like we say everybody knows two sides to everything. You can't just
Facts.
go running with one thing and just this is
Can't.
and you know what I mean. That's ignorant to me.
You can't.
You
Facts.
evidence and
You can't.
find out new things. You move and groove. You know what I mean. You can't just be stuck because that's drinking the Kool-Aid to me. I don't like
That
dudes on
is.
Kool-Aid. You feel
And
me?
more importantly and more sick is that it's emotional. It's easy to respond emotional. Do you know any scholarship behind what a motherfucker saying? The average person I know ain't gonna do no research. They just gonna respond emotionally off what they think, but they don't know nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's a big.
So
Right.
do some research first before you have an emotional
So
response.
so what do you think? How he
Got
handled it?
to.
You think this is the best way to handle this situation with and going waging a war against the whole fucking race?
That's not waging a war. That's not he's saying that we are the oppressed. We can't wage war with something that's stronger and bigger than us. Now, I know the one thing about this. This is an entertainment and a character. Arnold Schwarzenegger can't wage war with nobody because it's Terminator. You know what I'm saying?
Here go the homie right here. Yo,
what's going on? What's going on?
What you want us to call you and where you hitting us from, homie?
Radio Razim. I'm calling from Jersey.
Okay, that's what's up.
Jersey
Radio Razim.
Shout out Jersey.
It was misconstrued because I was commenting to my man like in real time, but it wasn't catching up. I fucks with Charleston J. White. I fucks with his agenda.
Oh shit, here we go.
I just commented on somebody's page the other day. It was like he's an agent and he's here for the divide. And I was trying to I sat there for a second, I gathered my words because I didn't want to get in the emotional involvement of it because people are kind of jumping out the window emotionally. Mm-hmm. Like the brother was saying, like is the character and then there's his agenda. And like you said, months before he got big, he said it himself. I was doing videos, nobody cared about the positive stuff I was talking about. He got real groundwork on the ground. Like a lot of people can't see half the stuff that he did for youth, for different organizations and stuff like that on the ground.
But they black panel, all black men. We can't have a message coming out like it's all gravy the way he should have kept that with him and China Mack. I see what y'all saying. Y'all saying he doing that for a reason to get whatever message across or whatever else. But to me, I feel like, he do his little message thing, but in this situation, it was just his acting the ass thing, showing his ass. You feel me? And really,
I'm with you on that, Bush.
I'm just coming in. I wasn't privy to the China Mack exact circumstance, but what I would say is, I won't. I told him in the comments, like I don't support the negativity. Like I can't. I'm a positive person. I think it don't cost you nothing to be kind and respectful. I mean, get that out the way. Like,
but is that on both ends though?
What do you mean?
Of course, it should be.
Interaction is two people, two parties.
Yeah, right? definitely.
Okay.
And guess what?
They got to be the same way.
I think it's a place. I think the place
did time for shooting somebody. Guess who he shot? Me and this dude, Mall Modgie. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in New York. He in Cali. Like we did a show for this dude that China Mack shot. I forgot to tell you, EST. MC Jin. He won the.
I know Jin.
Yeah, he won the little 106 in Park and all that shit. So I was young coming up. I noticed he kept winning 106 in Park. Then I'm in Cali when we had our little rap group and shit. And come to find out it was him. I'm like, oh shit, Jin, mad cool dude, humble individual. You feel me? China Mack, cool cat. China Mack did time for shooting this individual. You feel me? So I'm not a big China Mack guy, to tell you the truth. But at the same time, I wish Charleston White would have kept it on a personal level with China Mack. That would have been beautiful for me because I might have been more like, yeah, Charleston White, get him. Fuck that.
I see what you're saying. He's from New York.
He's from Brooklyn.
Right. He kind of put all of us in the middle of it when he hit that we.
Yeah.
when he made that comment and he didn't put China Mack's name in it. When he made that universal comment and he didn't have nothing that had nothing to do with him and China Mack in it, it made it universal. You see what I'm saying? It made it everybody's thing.
He could have left that out.
But
one thing I do know is
can I give a perspective when you go ahead, brother?
Go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Nah, you the guest. Go ahead. Nah, he the guest. Let the guest go in.
Go ahead, Radio.
My perspective on him and why I value what he's doing. I think he's sacrificing himself to put an energy out. Because like on the point of like when he said like we used to do this and we like when he saw about Mexicans, I watched a video and he was talking about Mexicans one day. He was like we used to jump the Mexicans coming out and like he talk about the hood.
And that's real shit. Unfortunately, I lived in Cali. I lived in San Diego like half my life, and we had battles with Mexicans and blacks sometimes. But I got family and my nephew half Mexican. But it's just when you live close to people, that's just how it goes sometimes. But my
We
bad.
guilty of it over here. We guilty of it. That's why when he said it, I understood the level of what he was saying it on and who he was talking to. I'm a Uber driver, and I got a song. I do a Drake remix, and in a verse I say, and I'll be talking to mad white people. In a verse, I'm like, man, fuck all that crackers gotta chill shit. I mean, they do, but when we gonna build shit? So you know what I mean. And I always explain to the white people that hear the song, it's like, yo, I don't have a derogatory thought process. I'm talking to my people, and this is the language in which they speak. He also explained that, like, one day I was talking to the youth, and I was like, yo, come on, please, calm down, sit down, could y'all please, da-da-da. And then I saw some old head come in the room and like, y'all sit y'all motherfucking ass down before I whoop y'all motherfucking ass.
Like that.
You know what I mean? Like, so
To command the situation.
in that version of him is to lead the youth in and get them to try to get to the other aspect of the information that he be giving out. But the ignorant tube is too loud. It's way louder than it.
Let me
Always
ask
see a
you.
minuscule amount of his videos.
That's what ESP was saying. He said that's what he's doing. He's throwing that out there so you can do the research to find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
What risk?
Right, E? That's what you was talking about.
Yeah, and everybody ain't gonna make it neither. It's just everybody. We need to stop
True
with this
that.
whole my people. Listen, we all got this whole little melanin tone to us, but at the same time, we can't be grouped in with the people who willing to shoot the kids, the women, rob the old women.
Nah,
that ain't my people.
we ain't with
You know what I'm
none of
saying?
that.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's it.
That's what I had said in the chat. They said he was down for divide. I was like, yeah, I do believe he's down to divide, but I don't
Them
think it's
dudes.
like on some agent shit. I think he's trying to divide the ignorant minds from the conscious minds. And if you conscious, you understand. You could see it from that perspective because you're not
And
getting caught up.
everybody ain't gonna make it anyway. It ain't meant and set up for everybody to make it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a problem with him
Right.
offending.
Maybe that's my issue. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want everybody to make it. So that's
can't
probably
happen.
why I got an issue with it.
Yeah,
And
everybody.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
But his
But think
technique.
about this
You know what
though.
I'm saying?
Think about this though.
I'm more worried about the ones that don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm more
Facts.
worried about them going and doing some more ignorant shit on some don't understand what he getting at shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
It's
facts.
gonna make them go do some more ignorant shit
Hey, but
because they
look,
don't fucking get it.
a squad of 5 or 4 who like-minded can do way more damage than 300 motherfuckers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
Now numbers play a part in everything, but
Yeah.
execution and that Mamba mentality go because we all on same accord. We know what we trying to execute. Just like if you trying to
You
jump.
got kids?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 13-year-old son,
Oh,
7-year-old daughter.
Oh wow. All right. Well, I think we all fathers here. I guess I don't know what bother. I think his example of of a black man and the things he's saying when you attack a whole race, it kind of that's what bothersome to me. I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't agree with them tactics. I see what y'all saying though. You know what I mean? But now you're getting real when you go at a whole race and try to represent the average black man. You know how many people gonna look at him and just write them niggas off? Just that's how stupid they are. You feel me? When it come to us, and I don't agree with the way that I don't agree with those statements. I got best friend. My first best friend in San Diego was Asian. You feel me?
Yeah, I ain't got no hate
Shout out
for
to
no
Tune.
Asians.
Real
I ain't
China.
got
You
no
know
hate
what I
for no
mean?
Asians.
And like.
None whatsoever.
Yeah, but hey, they out there and they cool as fuck, and this shit right here is not cool to be
But I
saying.
understand, my brother. We know in our culture, Asians. Listen, sometimes we have some wild kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? Man, when they come in all kind of shapes and sizes, man, we apologize for him. He wild. You know what I'm saying? But
I
ain't
was
no
about to
hate over
say,
here.
do this really get? Because I be having this. Y'all know who Yeba is?
Yubba? Nah.
She's a white soul singing artist. You know what I mean, she dope as hell. I be having to explain who this white woman is to white people. So I doubt like the average citizen, the average Asian citizen, the average they gotta dig for this, or somebody gotta be interested enough or invested enough in our
No,
destruction.
but when China Mack is responding, he got an Asian following. You feel me?
He do, but he got an ignorant Asian following. Like, and that's where we go with the divide. It's like the people that's really in power. That's what I meant when I was like, people not. I didn't mean like people not hyped to see Charleston J. White. I meant as a celebrator and like a person of real influence in the culture, and he's trying to get there. And that's why I think the character is. He's trying to get to that point of where I have major influence
Okay,
to
by
where
any means.
where I can turn it around. Because it's like y'all, it's like if I'm gonna say this, y'all gonna listen to Trick Daddy. Y'all gonna be for me, but y'all listen to that. It was Queen's Flip said it. Trick Daddy said something about praying for the victims. He was empathizing with the circumstance, and the dude pulled out the song when he said "fuck the family," the DA and the family, like I mean, like, and just
Hey,
pointing out.
man, you can't.
Yeah, but that goes back to everybody believing that what shit people say on records is real. You feel what I'm saying?
Or more importantly, it
Yeah.
was real at one point in time, and he got the right to get older and change his mind in his mental
Exactly.
state. So you can't hold a man to
Right,
what he said in his 20s. He damn near 50 or that, and you trying to say, hey,
right,
what about this? Hey, I was young and ignorant.
right,
I
right.
don't agree with that right
Exactly.
now.
No, I don't. But what it's the internet. But like I was going to say before, it's the place. So that dude that said it on the internet to get views and to, you know what I mean, and to boost his brand and the things of that nature. So we also got to be aware of that. That's when I
I'm gonna
said we
say
can't
this
let
though.
the
I'm
The
gonna
tube
say
cloud,
raise.
the
this.
cloud tracing. You know
We
what I
can't
mean?
let the
And all
tube raise
that.
our kids though. Like you said, my son 13, my daughter 7. I'm on like this is what you're going to be into.
Yeah.
Before you even go off on anything that you're going, you can watch whatever you want. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fill you in with this first. I tell my son
Mm.
every day, don't you wake up and
I
go.
don't agree with nothing he said, but if he think he gonna get us to go against black people to go against Charleston White, that's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not.
But I
No, that's not
disagree.
gonna happen.
I
But
disagree.
who's gonna check us? Only we could check us. You know, nobody is gonna. We're not allowing nobody checking us really from other cultures. You know that anybody, any one of us in the whatever celebrity status, limelight, sportster, whatever, we
Yeah,
not
that's
letting
true.
nobody check us but us. You feel me? So now with this new culture and this new world and everybody on YouTube talking their shit, you know, we talk our shit. We little, but we growing. But I'm just saying, like, we got the right to speak on our peers. You smell me? And
Facts.
I feel like I tell EST check me all the time. You feel me? Like, yeah, let me know if I'm wrong or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Facts.
Ain't
Facts.
nothing wrong with that.
And
Everybody, ain't nobody
especially,
perfect. You can't you
hey,
can't fucking modernize whatever that word is. Make the
it's
motherfucker a martyr or whatever in your head.
especially for somebody who in our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You in our culture making complaints about people who it's wrong, but at the same time, bro, it's our culture. He wrong, but look, don't try to turn this upside down. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
fuck.
mean,
You better off not even saying
if
nothing.
you don't know the man, you see that. If that's all you gonna see of that man, you gonna have a problem with that man. You feel what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
gonna have a problem with that man. You're not gonna understand it's a character. You're not gonna see the bigger narrative. You're not
And I
gonna understand none of that shit. You gonna see that shit, and you're gonna be like, this motherfucker here
and I think China
is,
Mac
you know
man
what I'm
enough
saying?
to approach. I think he man enough to approach Charleston White about that shit.
Yeah, he
I
approached
personally,
AD, that big ass
yeah,
dude out of
yeah.
Cali,
Hey, I ain't
who's a
knocking none
gang.
of that.
You feel me? And he shot the fair when he got beat up, but he did go out there and do that. You feel me?
That's
So
facts.
China
Yeah,
Mac is the type. He's from Brooklyn, you know, and he did some time and everything else. But at the same time, when you fucking with
I say
Charleston
that
White,
because
what do you
a
think
lot.
Charleston White going to do? Fight him? Charleston White
Never,
not going to fight him.
never. He's not gonna fight him.
Now I say that because a lot of dudes don't like what Charleston White is say, but they're not gonna pull up on him. I think China Mac will pull up on Charleston.
And what happened when Soldier Boy pulled up on him?
Yeah, you got that bear jail mace, bro. That's nasty
That's
work,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
Oh no. How about this? How about this? I take
Bear
that back.
man.
I take that back.
Yeah,
Right? We ain't following a series of events. He maced them. Then two rappers who was there on Soldier Boy's side. One of them locked up, and the other one got a warrant for his arrest for threatening Charleston. So what's his name? Quick Flip Vino is still locked up. They just denied his federal bond. and I heard
Well,
the
I mean,
judge,
you
and
know,
I heard
Charleston will tell you in an instant, nigga, I'm gonna call the
Well,
police.
so if you trying to Mac a guy that did time and just got off parole, then you know better than to approach him on some dumb shit because you know what's going to happen. Like, come on.
they picked super
I,
losses.
I agree with him, man. I think he'll still do. I think he'll still do it to prove the point. I think whatever
Yeah.
time will come with it, all that. I think trying to make it do it.
You fuck with China Mac? You watch his channel?
Nah, my boy, I'll be around I'm 38. I'll be around a couple younger cats, and I mean they be informant. They watch all the YouTubes all day, the street shit. Like they infatuated with the street
I
shit.
fuck with Mac Eats. I
Right.
go watch it.
And
I
and
fuck with
and,
Mac
and,
Eats.
and China got a lot to prove on some shit like this.
Now his whole race is on his back. He feel.
You see what I'm saying? He got a lot to prove. So for him to pull up is a lot. It's big.
I ain't
That's
know he
big for
shot
him.
Jen.
Yeah,
Nah, he shot.
Jen.
Nah,
Yeah.
he shot it. Nah, he shot his homeboy.
Oh, all right, word.
Oh,
Hey,
my
how about
bad.
this though? Go check
My
it out.
bad. I'm
They had a
sorry,
dope
bro.
interview. They
But
had
I
a
thought
dope interview on China Mac
he
channel.
shot at Jen. Attempted. My bad.
Jen came and talked to China Mac about that whole situation. It was a
Oh,
dope
word.
interview, like an hour and some change, bro. It was a good interview. But he shot his homeboy in the bathroom. You know,
Oh,
yeah.
my bad. I thought he shot. I don't know how I got that twisted. But
Was on
yeah,
a run and all that. But shout out China Mac. But just let this situation go because don't get caught up in that character, bro. Don't get
because
caught
he
up in that
can't.
character.
He can't win. He can't
Nah.
win. China Mac can't win to play in this game.
There's
I want
no
to
winning
time out
right
enough.
there.
I think Charleston understand the time frame that we have as a people. You know what I mean? And I think drastic times call for drastic measures. You know what I mean? And like I watch
See,
a lot of this.
but to be honest, we not prepared to go to war with no Chinese people, bro.
Oh yeah,
We
no.
not even there.
Yeah, ain't nobody
No,
going
I
to
don't like
war
I
for
said, I didn't
Charleston
even know
White,
that was
right?
even
no.
occurring. I didn't
Nah.
even know that was occurring. I only heard the Mexican joint about the and it was an answer. It was like I said, the platform is the internet. So people gonna take the internet,
Yeah,
package it up, put it how they want to. They're not going to hear the full fulfillment or when he actually break down and go into statistics of people that get lost here or statistics of
And
the
you know
crime that's
what?
going on in this area.
I would like to see more Asian and Chinese people bring us in and say, "Hey, we're not racist. Come and here's this opportunity. Come have dinner. X, Y, Z. We need open arms on both ends, bro, so we can prevent shit like this from
I
happening."
mean, you know what's dangerous? What else is dangerous about this situation? You know, I did time upstate, up north type of shit, but in California. And we get along with each other. The Asians, they're in the same car and shit like that. But these type of things where you got to figure like Charleston White and you got certain people that fuck with him, the message, the word spread, and it could create some issues even up there. Like when you're dealing with the whole race, it's so stupid. You got some dudes that's that retarded and ignorant that'll just feel away about because certain shit. So I feel like it's like
because it always it's never what you said when you said what he said. It's never what he said. You get what I'm saying? Like it ain't go. If you told me a secret or some juicy shit about something, and then I went and told somebody else. This is an old ass thing. We do it all the time. When I went and told somebody else, and then by the time it get to the masses, it's something totally different. You know what I mean? Charleston White said, "Kill all Asians whenever you see them," type shit. That's what it's going to end up. You know what I mean? It could end up that way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of these characters you're coming up with when you out there saying certain things, because we do still have a lot of ignorant motherfuckers that's taking your word on it.
Yes, sir.
And they looking up to you, and they just saying, "Okay, yeah, well, if you think that way, then yeah, fuck that shit." They literally just go ahead and say, "Fuck that shit." They don't even fuck with the Asian homeboy no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't even fuck with the Asian homeboy they had yesterday, because they look up to this nigga and he got a platform and he's able to, you know. So they like, okay, yeah, I believe him because he black like me.
People gonna say
because he black like me.
Some people gonna be like, "Oh, China Mac making this a race thing," but that you heard the shit that dude. You know, he was
I mean, I can't say China Mac is making it a race thing because the first thing he said out his mouth is, "It ain't a race thing."
And I would
You see what I'm saying?
like, I don't give a fuck what you
Charleston White did not even say, he didn't even say your boy Mack's name. When he was clowning Mack and saying all that racist shit, when he was saying his name and shit, that's just a nigga mad at a nigga. I ain't got no problem with that. You gonna call a motherfucker all kind of crazy shit personally, but when you go universal like that, man, that's a whole nother thing.
It
You know what
was
I'm
a
saying?
situation.
He ain't say China Max name at all. He
He was
ain't
wrong. Hey,
even.
but look, he was wrong. But listen, if we was to gather up majority like you do a study, and we do generally, so out of 100%, that we was to gather our people up and say, do you feel this way? What percentage do you think that would be?
What do
Good
you mean?
question.
That's a
If
great
we was
question, but
if we was to round our
it,
people up and we say out of 100%, how many people out of that
Phil,
percentage do
that's
you
way about the shit that he said.
what Charleston said? Yes.
I would like to say it was a minority that agreed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I want the world to be. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
That's a
you know
funny
what?
ass
I
question.
can't call it. That's a great question, but I can't call it on that one because I can't speak for other people.
I say
And how I
20%.
feel
Nah,
about it
nah,
is
nah.
it
We
starts with
doing a
you.
study. We doing a study. You ain't gotta think.
We
If
doing a
we was to
study.
go,
Oh my
if we're
I
doing
god.
a
say,
study, and it come back 85%, so then you want us
Okay.
to apologize for how we feel because majority rules.
We don't want nobody to
True that.
apologize for how they feel, but we saying about
No,
class, running your
that's when it
mouth
is what
on
it is.
the platform
You know what
and
I'm saying?
saying
That's what it is what it is.
everybody feel
You
a
know
way.
what I mean?
That's why you got your brain to keep the shit in there. You can't be unless you want to, But when you example on a
I
platform,
mean,
I don't condone that shit. You feel me?
behind closed
Right, right.
doors, everybody feel a certain way about everybody that they not gonna put
Everybody.
out there in the world.
That's
You
facts.
feel what
That's
I'm saying?
facts. That's
That they
facts.
not gonna put out there in the world. And it takes a brave soul to do that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. What he
Facts.
did was brave as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
He been
Considering
through a
he
lot of
knows how many
pain.
people listen to
He
him.
been,
You
I
know
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying?
lie. We talk about dissing the dead, King Von, all kind of. Come on, y'all know him. Y'all know
He say
he
he
go.
say some crazy shit.
Now hold on. I'm gonna respond to that. Now he said we have so much admiration for the dead, but we disrespect the living.
Yeah, he always got something smooth to say. But what I'm saying is, the nigga says some crazy shit. He been saying some crazy.
Nah, but hey, but look, that's true. But both hold weight. Both
so
hold
what?
weight.
That's
I was
true.
about to say, what do you say when that statistic is 49-51?
And
When
we
it when it's a
Mm.
when it's
pick the side of class, and I'm be like, well, let's be classy about our things and not let everybody know every fucking thing and go out there attacking the whole race when we might
it,
have to do business,
hey,
do certain
49.
things.
That's true. That's true. But look, but it proves that we can still do business and still keep the same moral ethics that we have because we ain't the only races doing it. Business ain't personal in the first place. So, but if it's 49,
There's no
51,
other race you're gonna find on YouTube where
That's what I like that point you
that
just made, that business ain't personal, because that's what I was speaking about the platform all of this is going down on. All of these people are getting paid and off of these sites and monetized for these streams that they receive and off of these things. So that entices you to add, that entices you to at least illuminate what you're saying or your agenda or your point, which Charleston White is probably the only person on the internet that is saying, this is me over here, and this is why I'm doing this. And there's another side of me. This is this. And
that
if
goes.
you
right?
want this side, if you're here for this side, then I'm gonna give you all of this you got to give. But also, if you're here to have a general conversation, there was one person who he had shouted out, and he tried to a rapper. He tried to get at. I can't think of the name. I'm gonna look it up. He tried to get out on the internet. The rapper ain't shoot back on the internet. The rapper called. They had a nice conversation.
You
I
talking
mean,
about Kevin Gates?
okay, word. But I mean,
Yeah.
Type this.
that
He ain't
type of
going
stuff.
on.
It's
And
like I
then
ain't
look
going.
and peep this though. And then when they seen him and Kevin Gates hugging and embracing each other, what they do? Pick on them. But what y'all want them going against each other though, right?
That's
See,
It's crazy
see how
because
that work?
your boy said Gates approached. He killed him with kindness.
Exactly.
He said,
That's what he
nigga, he
said.
killed me with kindness off top. That's what Charleston
so.
White said
And
about
that's a powerful weapon.
Kevin Gates after they seen each other after that. So Gates killed him with kindness. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a
Like
cool.
nigga, I ain't holding none of that shit against you like that. You know what I'm saying? We still people. We gonna hug it out in public. You know what I'm saying? And let the motherfuckers see that. You know what I mean? We still are a serious force together anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Kevin Gates, you gotta respect him for that shit too.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
For me,
in
I think
Charleston
that
for even saying it.
I think the black initiation process sucks right now. So, and
Oh
every
yeah.
organization you get in, there's a initiation process. You know what I mean? To make sure that you actually down for the call.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with the tactics. You know what I mean? But I also don't mind making sure that somebody can control their temper and that somebody, you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but listen, I don't agree with smiling my face but having immoral practices behind my back neither.
word.
What do
To
you
take my
do?
money. That's
So,
that's bad too.
That's bad too. Yeah, that's bad too.
And just
You know
because
what
You
you
I'm
saying
saying?
smile,
Charleston?
just
You
because you
saying Charleston
smile while
guilty of
you
that?
nah,
who you
I'm
referring
saying
to?
the back end who he referring to. Because you smile while you stabbing me, that make you better?
Word is bond.
No.
I told somebody that yesterday.
Nah.
Real, real
I
shit.
don't agree with certain statements, but I don't agree with the whole 360 of it. It ain't just coming out as ass. It's coming from a real place. If y'all don't care to explore it, then maybe I might lean towards what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it is. I think we covered, the basics for tonight. And it was a great show. We got a lot of perspectives. Appreciate Radio Razim.
Yes, sir.
Razine, yeah, Radio Razine. Ghetto to Glory. Can I leave y'all with something real quick before y'all
Yeah,
start?
Go,
for
go.
sure. Sure.
I said, fuck being on some kill shit. The judge goes 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Fuck lawyer money. What your girl gonna feed your kids with? And you don't feel that shit? Not even a little bit? Come on, Lord. Know yourself and your worth, nigga. Black man is God first on this earth, nigga. Better so, black women gave us all birth, nigga. Funny how they receive the most of this hurt, nigga. Stand tall. Give your family your best. These gangs going down because one telling on the rest. Feds on your gram laughing at pictures from the other night. Yep, that's our informant standing on the left. Damn, Rico is some shit that you don't want to see, that you ain't ready for. Shout out to Arab. I see him standing tall. But stay legit. There's more value in it when it's time to ball. And I ain't talking to them niggas with no home to call. The ones who never put the K up. All they ever known was the block. Moms hooked off of that shit and they never knew they pop, boy. The answer was they risk, boy. Mom's bringing clientele so she can get a hit, boy. If you thought that, you really with the shits, boy. But your man's, he not really with the shits. Only packing because he think that his gun is a lit toy. Fuck all that crackers gotta chill shit. I mean, they do, but when we gonna build shit? I ain't on no rap to pay my bills shit. I want some rappers get you killed quick. Anxiety and lean mixed with weed and liquor. Who gonna make it stop? Who gonna be the bigger nigga? So now I'm up in the stool laying verses in these poems, dropping messages that I hope these niggas pick up. Since 2005, I've been losing niggas. Chris told me keep going, so I'm thinking bigger. I be dolo in my studio, late night, every night, reading Chancellor Williams trying to get these niggas thinking bigger. You, Lord, know your history to better go forward. I mean, that Kemet life, we can really go for it. If the priority is to strengthen all the babies and not wanting cash back and credit as the goat for it. I ain't running shit, no force. I am no saint. I ain't no purist, no healer. I am no curist. Hove broke it down on that allure shit. My shit brown like yours is. They tax you too. That's extortion. 99% poor, son. 1% get the biggest portion. Black folk treated like a stepchild. Natives are America's abortion. Colonizing thoughts make this whole come. Life's a ode till you go. So I'm smoking more blunts, more za, more runs. I remain calm till that war come. Are you guinea pigs? Die of boredom. I'm going full, stockpiling more guns. More clips, more drums. I think it's time for less fun. And finally consider all that we did with. Naturally heal. Fuck all that pill shit. Love one another. Get off that kill shit. Your brother can't eat. Get him a meal. Shit. Cops took his pole, but he can still fish. Respect all women like they your little sis. Make her your queen, not just your little bitch. Keep thinking these devils won't hit that kill switch. The native tribes will kill quick. Real quick, nigga.
That's hard.
That's what's up.
And it's substance in
That's
that.
100.
This bar.
I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all bringing me up too, man. I'm definitely subscribe. Definitely
You already
tune in.
know.
Share, like
We keep
all
it
that shit.
100 here, and we appreciate you, and the support. So for sure, I know the type of people that's watching this, so I already knew you was righteous, and that's what's up. Mall Modgie, my code out volume 2 is on iTunes and shit. You got anything to say right now?
Oh no, man, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Bicko, Volume 2. You know what I'm saying? That's breaking case of emergency. You know what I'm saying? Go check out your boy and see what we're talking on, man. We ain't on that killing niggas and shit either. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you.
Check
We
it
on
out.
that
Definitely about
real
to go
life
check it out.
stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Go check it out. BICOE, Volume 2.
Yes, sir.
Volume 1. We got 2 of them. Check them out.
We're gonna be doing more lives too, because this shit was fun. I enjoy this, getting all these perspectives. EST, you
Okay.
good?
Yeah, man. Everybody like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe, man. I appreciate that.
For sure. Please,
Real
like.
shit.
Other than that,
Yep.
peace. Love y'all.
Peace, fellas. Y'all be into man love. Peace.